Hey guys, I'm Savannah and I'm 17. I'm a high school senior. It's supposed to be the best year of my life, right? I guess I'm your average teenage girl. There's really nothing different between me and everyone else I go to school with, except my history and the way I cope with things. It may not be the best, but it's part of who I am. No one quite no one quite understands how fragile I am. And I don't like to show people. I'm not someone who's willing to be vulnerable in front of someone because once they see how vulnerable I really am, it gives them more opportunity to hurt me. And I don't want to be the reason someone's hurting me. I guess that doesn't really make sense to a lot of people, but it's who I am. I'm fragile and vulnerable, but no one sees that because I wear a mask every day. In school, at home, when I'm out in the community, when I'm working, it doesn't matter. My mask is on. I've been hospitalized for my depression. I never really got the right help there, though. A lot of people say that they've helped them, and I admit hospitals are helpful, but they're only helpful to people who are willing to take the time and really commit to getting the help they need. I can't honestly say I'm one of those people. Don't get me wrong, I have gotten better, but then something happens and I relapse. I self-harm again. I started self-harming when I was about 12 years old. Everyone thinks it was when I was 14 or 15 because that's what I've led everyone to believe because I didn't want them to know how well I hid it at first, and now I can't hide it since I told someone that very first time. It's hard to do. No one quite understands it, but if you self-harm, you get it. You know how important it is to hide it so you're not judged, so people don't perceive you differently. It's almost like we're our own set of people, I guess. We're the self-harmers. We're not emo. Emo is a style. Yeah, some people who are emo self-harm. There's different forms of self-harm. It's not just cutting. It's cutting, it's burning, it's hair pulling, it's hitting yourself, head banging. Eating disorders can be considered self-harm. There are so many different ways someone can view a self-harmer. So many people out there, though, think that the only form of self-harm is cutting, but that's not true. Cutting is the most common form. I self-harm, as I said. I've stopped and started again. I've gotten help and got too scared to be happy. I can't remember the last time I was truly happy. But it doesn't mean it's not out there. I know it is somewhere. I just have to be willing to try it. I have to be willing and accepting to the fact that life isn't all about depression and it's not all about me. I'm not selfish by any means, but a lot of times I fall into this little rut where I just can't seem to get out no matter how hard I try, and nothing anyone says or does can change that. I just want to stay how I am. I don't want to change. I'm scared of change. Things haven't been easy for me. No one quite knows how hard things have been since he left. And I don't mean to say it like that because I'm not blaming him. But ever since he left, that's when I became depressed. You know, it's hard and scary. School used to be my escape from reality. I could just go to school and everything in the world would just disappear for the 6.5 to 7 hours I was there. It didn't matter what else was on my mind. When I went to school, that was the one thing I focused on. But then people started noticing my scars and noticing I was different. And I became that vulnerable girl I never wanted to be, that I always fought not to be. And ever since then, even in school, I can't be that happy person that I wish I could be. I'm not perfect by any means. I have a lot of flaws. I have a lot of scars. And I have a lot of cuts and bruises and burn marks and scratch marks. But that's who I am. There's nothing I can do to change that at the moment. Ever since school became hard and started triggering me and making me want to self-harm more, I've been doing it more frequently. And then over summer vacations or vacations of any sorts, I would be okay. I wouldn't be happy. I'd be content. I wouldn't be numb. I wouldn't be depressed. Yeah, I have times during vacations where I become depressed, but during the school year, I'm more depressed than I ever am at any other point in the year because being in school is just so stressful. I have a huge course load, and don't get me wrong, I love to challenge myself with my academics and everything else. I am dedicated to my academics. I do all my homework. I try my hardest. I don't really socialize in school so I can get the best education I can possibly have. But maybe that's the problem. You know, so many other people socialize during the school day, and I'm just the loner. I socialize during lunch. I don't have friends in classes that I talk to because a lot of people think I'm strange. Nobody's ever taken the time to get to know the real me because I'm so shy and quiet. But that's because I'm scared to reach out. I've been alone for so long, 5 years. It's hard. It's scary. And I'm not sure anyone would ever understand that. But self-harm helps. I don't know how to explain it. I'm not saying that self-harm is the answer for you, but for me, it's what I've done for so long that it's just what I turn to no matter what. I can't help it. You know, I started again since the school year started this year, and we've been in school for only 7 days. That's just how bad my anxiety and my depression are. I turn to self-harm, and yeah, it's not the best resort, but I know this is gonna sound horrible, but my goal for this year is to just continue to hide it and not let anyone realize how depressed I am and that I resorted to self-harm again so I can stay out of the hospital and just go through my senior year and graduate and move on to college where I'm gonna be on my own and things will get better then because at that point I'm not gonna have everyone telling me what to do and when to do it. I'm not gonna be living in this disgusting, filthy house that I live in that everyone wants me to clean. But I'm not home. I don't make the mess. Why should I have to clean it? I'm usually at my sister's house or babysitting or just hanging out with the family I babysit for. I'm not home often enough, making a mess. My room, it may not be the cleanest room ever out there, but it's the cleanest room in my house. Yeah, that might be because I'm not home often, but it shouldn't be my responsibility to clean up a mess that I didn't make, but they think I should, and it's just not fair. I know that might sound selfish. Yeah, I know they're my family and I'm supposed to be able to help. I'm supposed to be there for them. But why should I be there for them when they're not there for me? And this is why I resort to self-harm because my family judges me. They're my own family. Why? And they make things worse. Not like anything I've ever exhibited before, but my family, they don't understand and they make things worse. I don't know how to explain it. And that's part of the reason I resort to self-harm. That and school. My only free time is when I'm with certain people. They are the light of my world, and I can't say their names on here, but that's for their protection. They're two amazing children, and I love them with all my heart. I've tried stopping for them. I've tried stopping for other people that I love, and I just can't stop once school starts again. And it makes it worse during school every day that someone asks me if I'm okay, because I so badly want to tell them that I'm not okay, that I need help, but I'm just too scared to. I didn't make this video to look for attention. I made this video to share my story, and hopefully I'll be able to make more videos and update you guys and put informational videos out there about different topics. Um, I mean, my only thing is please don't judge me for anything I said in this video. Please don't leave any rude remarks to me or to anyone else who might comment. It's not fair. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.